hiding the bombers from the President of the USA. This was not an NDA. It's a secrecy agreement with DoD that elapsed after 25 years. I worked as a programmer for the U.S. Air Force, on the global USAF budget, in 1979 through early 1981. There was a period of time after Reagan became a leading candidate, but before he won the election or took office. Jimmy Carter was a lame duck president, and many senior officers really hated him. During this time, the USAF had flown the B-1. Not the B-1A, not the B-1B, this was when it was just the B-1. People had spent a significant portion of their careers working on delivering the B-1 program. They really believed in the B-1 as a strategic long-range supersonic bomber. Jimmy Carter hated the B-1. He viewed it as a wasteful, unnecessary, bloated program designed to keep the builders afloat at the expense of the taxpayer. He had cancelled the project in something like '77. A couple of flying examples were available, but never to see service. Reagan loved the B-1. It was everything he loved about our military programs. Fast, sexy, high-tech, and better than anything the Soviets had. All of that being said, here's what happened. Jimmy Carter gave explicit orders that the only two B-1s currently flying be broken up into parts. The program completely cancelled, the engineering materials be archived at the Pentagon, and all funding ended. He wanted direct evidence sent to him that this had happened, in the form of pictures of the broken up aircraft. Ronald Reagan was informed of this order by sources in our organization. Reagan let it be known that Carter's order was absolutely not to be followed, under any circumstances. Now, where do I come in? I was just this guy working on the AF budget. It was a top secret clearance, mainly because any analyst could correlate money to named projects, both globally and on bases. So, one day I'm going over daily reports, and I see this massive new expenditure for, I think, Wright-Patterson. It's not in the approved project list. And it's not in the unapproved project list. So clearly, it has not gone up to Congress. Yet, the money is actually in the dispersal. I go to my boss and I point it out. It doesn't belong there, so obviously it's a mistake. He agrees, and we reverse it. A couple of days later, all hell breaks loose. A general officer, I had never seen before, comes rampaging through the office, demanding to know who shorted his funding. Now, at this point we get hauled into a room, sworn to secrecy, and told to fund this maintenance project. What was the project? Pay a huge team of contractors to very carefully disassemble one of the B-1s. Drag in parts from other aircraft, show it being crushed, and send pics to Carter. Meanwhile, reassemble the plane, and hide both of them inside black hangars. And that was why Reagan was able to have the program restarted, literally within days of taking office. The program was fully back online in 1981. Check out the book, Skunk Works by Ben Rich. According to Rich, when Carter was shown what the F-117 could do, he cancelled the B-1, so the money and resources could go toward developing the B-2. Reagan runs with this, and says Carter is anti-military, anti-defense, anti-jobs. Now Carter is in a bind. Since stealth technology is classified, he can't come out and say, I cancelled the B-1, because a new plane, that is invisible to radar, is being developed. If you like our video, subscribe now for more.